Hello everybody, Yoko007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we've got the 10 and 15 Cincinnati Reds taking on the 9 and 16 San Francisco Giants. This is game 3 of a 3-game series between the Reds and the Giants. Giants have won 2 games so far in the series. They're looking for the clean sweep. Reds looking to avoid the sweep. Who's going to come out on top? We'll find out in 9 innings time. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. Leading off the right fielder, Jerry Hairston. Batting second, the center fielder, Corey Patterson. Batting third, the shortstop, Jeff Kippinger. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Edwin Encarnacion. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Joey Votto. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Ryan Friel. Batting eighth, the catcher, Paul Bacco. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Edison Valquez. On the mound for the Giants, it's Barry Zito. He'll come in today's game with a starting ERA of a 3.18. He's got 1 win and 1 loss. He's pitched 34 innings, allowed 26 hits, 26 strikeouts, and 13 walks. We're here at AT&T Park, which gives nothing across the board, nothing for strikes, nothing for walks, and nothing for home runs. Pretty even across the board. And with that, Jerry Hairston makes his way up into the batter's box. He's batting a .350. And here is the first pitch. And we're ready to start. 4-2, column 4, row 2. We're going to start this game off with a range play. Now, on a range play, that's going to be the first number in the defensive arm that we are going to check. Whose range are we checking? It's a ground ball to Castillo. 2-2, column 2, row 2. Ground ball down the third baseline. His range is on a 1-3. It's a 2. Castillo will make it. Throw it. Makes the catch. Throw it over to Brokaw for out number 1. And that's the first out. And let's take a look at the starting defense for the San Francisco Giants. We've got Lewis out there in left field. Wynn will be in center, and Schultz will be in right field. Going around the horn, we've got Castillo on third. Bocock will be on short. Velez will be on second. Brokaw will be at first. Holm will be behind the plate. And Zito will be on the mound. Corey Patterson batting a .177. 1 out, nobody on. Infield is at normal depth. And the pitch. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a strike. On a 1-9, that is a 6. Struck him out. Now, for the strikeout, we take a look here at the red number. Highlighted in red, that is range of a 1-9. We take 1d20, roll it against the strikeout range. If it falls within the 1-9 range, it becomes a strikeout. If it's 10 or higher, he doesn't strike out. In this case, it's a strikeout. Struck him out, and that'll put 2 away, 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to bring up Jeff Kippinger. Kippinger batting a .232. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is a strikeout on a 1. The 15 is too high. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. Fly ball back to the right field. Nate will go back, chases it, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors as the Giants retire the Reds in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Leading off the left fielder, Fred Lewis. Batting second, the second baseman, Eugenio Velez. Batting third, the right fielder, Nate Schultz. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the center fielder, Randy Wynn. Batting fifth, the first baseman, John Brokel. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jose Castillo. Batting seventh, the catcher, Steve Holm. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Brian Bocock. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Barry Zito. On the mound for the Reds, it is Edison Valquez. He'll come in today's game with a starting ERA of a 4.32. He's got 1 win and 1 loss. He's pitched 25 innings, allowed 25 hits, 21 strikeouts, and 7 walks. And with that, Fred Lewis makes his way up into the batter's box. He's batting a .233, and here is the first pitch. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a range play. 6-5, column 6, row 5. It's a line drive to Kippinger. His range is a 1. It's a 6, and that's going to be good for a base hit. So Lewis gets on with a base hit, leads off with a base hit. And that's going to bring up Eugenio Valles. He's batting a .281. Runner on first. Infield is at double play depth. So what does that mean on double play depth? Well, the range gets a -1. Ground double play ratings will get a +2. And the base runner rating on third gets a -1. So Eugenio Valles is up. He's batting a .281. And when we have a runner on base, we do roll for strategy. So the strategy roll is a 17. The Giants are going to hold off on strategy. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. That is a walk. On a 1-3, that is a 6. The 6 is outside of the range. So nothing happens there. We'll roll for Valles. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. It's a power hit to Patterson. So on a power hit, down on a question mark 8. On a 1-3, it's a single. 4-11, it's a double. 12-13, it's a triple. It's a 19, and that's a flyout. And with that, Patterson will make the catch and puts one away. Nate Schultz is up. He's played in 4 games, had 2 at-bats so far in the replay so far. Strategy roll 17, infield still staying at double play depth, 1 out, runner on first. Strategy roll 17. Giants standing pat. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is a walk plus. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 to the strikeout range. So that makes it a 1-14. The 16 is too high. And that'll be a 1-1, column 1, row 1. It's a base hit out there into right field. So Shiras will get on with a base hit. Lewis goes to second. The stop sign goes up. He'll hold at second. We'll roll for runner advancement. That is a 3. But the rule says if the roll is less than or equal to the ABR, the adjusted base run rating, the runner advances. And the other rule says if it is less than 1, if the base run rating drops to 0, the runner holds. In this case, Lewis will hold, and we've got runners on first and second. So runners in first and second with 1 out. Strategy rolls of 15. Giants are going to still stand pat on that one. Randy Wynn is up. He's batting a .440. And here's the pitch. And that'll be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. That is a blank. Roll for Wynn, and that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. It's a base hit past Phillips. So Lewis goes to third. Shiras will go to second. Wynn goes to first. We'll check to see for runner advancement. Does Lewis go home? He'll go from second to home on a base run rating of a 3 through 6. That is a 3. 1 run will score. So it's an RBI single for win. Sherratt's is on second. Does he advance to third? He'll go from first to third on a 3 through 6 as well. His base run rating is a 3, and that puts runners on the corners. One out, runners on the corner, strategy rolls a 19. The Giants are going to hold off. John Brokaw is up. He's batting a 333, and here is the pitch. Infield, by the way, is playing in, so when the infield plays in, we'll say 6-5, column 6, row 5. That is a blank. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a fly ball back to the center field. Patterson will go back to make the catch. That is an out. We'll check to see if it's a sac fly. The sacrifice rating is a 3. It is a 6. He'll hold. So when the infield is in, the range drops to a -2, and the base run rating on third is a -2 as well. Runners on the corners with 2 outs, and with 2 outs and runners on base, we do add a +1 to the base run rating. Jose Castro is up. He's batting a 286. Strategy roll 7. Giants are going to hold off, and here's the pitch. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. That is a split result. So on a split result off of the pitcher card, you're going to look to see if the batter is left or right-handed. In this case, Jose is a right-handed batter. So in the pitcher card, we're going to look to the right-handed side of the slash. It's a home run on a 1-4. The 14 is too high. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's a fly ball back to the right field. Hairston goes back, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. And the Giants will leave 2 stranded after 1. It's Giants 1, Reds nothing. We go to the top of the second. Brandon Phillips, Edwin Encarnacion, and Joey Votto do up for the Reds. Brandon Phillips batting a 238. And that'll be a 4-4. Column 4, row 4. Possible error on a ground ball. Now, on an error, we check the number in the bracket. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. Double star 1. It's a fly ball back to the Lewis, who will make the catch. And out number 1. No error check there. Edwin Encarnacion batting a 208. 2 outs, nobody on. Infield at normal depth. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's a range play. And it's a range play at the ballpark. So with the at symbol, we're going to resolve the play using the ballpark card. But it's also a range play. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. Ground ball down the third baseline. Castillo's range is on a 1-3. It's a 5. Castillo can't make the catch. We'll roll a D20 to determine if it's a single or a double. On a 1-4, it's a double. On a 5-20, it's a single. That's a 14. That's good for a base hit. And it gets past him, and with that, Edwin Encarnacion will get on with a base hit. Castillo is 3 for 5 on his range plays. He's 60%. And that is he's averaging about 60% on his range plays. Joey Votto batting a 397. Strategy rolls a 19. Reds holding off. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's a strikeout on a 1-10. The 18 is too high. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's a pop-up. Valles will get underneath it. The infield is at double play depth. Makes the catch, and that puts 2 away. Ryan Friel is up. He's batting a 261. So runner on first with 2 outs. Strategy rolls a 2. The infield is at normal depth. And that'll be a 2-6. Column 2, row 6. It's a strikeout. On a 1-6, the 19 is too high. 3-3, column 3, row 3, double star 5. So on the double star line, that's the line above the row of numbers on the pitcher card. It's the auto outline, as I like to call it there. And that is a fly ball back there to set to right field. Schultz will make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and the Reds will leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the second. Steve Holm, Brian Bocock, and Barry Zito do up for the Giants. Steve Holm batting a .333. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a strikeout on a 1-9. The 18 is too high. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Kippinger will make the catch there. Throws it over to Votto and out number 1. Kippinger is 1 for 9 on his range plays. That's going to bring up Brian Bocock. He's batting a 187. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. It's a strikeout on a 1-18. That is a 10. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that'll put 2 away. Barry Zito. 6 games, 12 at-bats. No average just yet. He averaged a 118 in the actual season. But nothing yet here in the replay. 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. It's a fly ball back there to left field to Friel. His range is on a 1-3. It's a 6. Friel can't make the play, and that's going to be good for a base hit. So Zito will get on with a base hit out there into left field. And Friel is 2 for 11 on his range plays. We go to the top. We go to the top of the order. Fred Lewis is 1 for 1 with a range with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 4 with 2 outs. Runner on first, and here is the pitch. Infield, by the way, is at normal depth. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is a walk plus. On a 1-20, that is a 13. Remember, we add 10 on a W plus. So that is a 20. The 13 is in range. And that'll put runners on first and second. Eugenio Valles 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 15. Giants holding off, and the pitch. And that'll be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a strikeout. On a 1-8, the 19 is too high. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. It's a base hit out there into left field. Friel can't make the play in time. So that'll put runners on, and that'll load the bases up. Zito will go to third. The stop sign goes up for him. Bases are loaded. So the bases are loaded, and that's going to bring up Nate. Nate is 1 for 1 today. Strategy roll is a 12, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. It's a strikeout. On a 1-5, the 13 is too high. Nate, 3-6, column 3, row 6. It's a ground ball to Phillips. He'll make the play. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and the Giants will leave them. They leave 3 stranded. After 2, it's Giants 1, Reds nothing. We go to the top of the third. Paul Bacco, Edison Valquez, and Jerry Hairston due up for the Reds. Paul Bacco 0 for 0, and here is the batting a .356. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? 4-1, column 4, row 1. It's going to go back there to right field. The sure says range is on a 1 to 5. It's a 1. Sure runs back, makes the catch. And that'll put one away. Valquez now up. He's had 5 games, 9 at bats so far. So far, in no average just yet in the replay, but he batted in .098 in the actual season. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. It's a double question mark single on a 1 to 5. That is a 2. Now, double question mark off of the pitcher card. When you roll the double question mark, that is the only thing you follow for right now. Because even though the batter is not tired, we still follow the double question mark result. It's good for a base hit. So Valquez is on with a base hit. And we go to the top of the order. Jerry Hairston, the order will flip over. He's 0 for 1 today. Strategy roll is a 4. Infield is at double play depth. And here is the pitch. 1 out, runner on first. And that is going to be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a walk plus on a 1 to 23. That is a 4. That's going to be good for a walk. And that'll put runners on first and second. Corey Patterson, 0 for 1 and struck out his last time up. Strategy roll is an 8. Reds holding off. And that'll be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. That is a strikeout. Now, strikeout with a result in brackets. Now, we don't resolve the brackets just yet because Barry Zito is not tired. He's not faced his allotted number of batters. So it becomes it's a normal strikeout for right now. On a 1 to 9, the 18 is too high. We're going to roll for Patterson, and that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a ground ball to Zito. Zito will make the catch. Valquez will go to third. And let's see, we're going to check for double play rating. That's a 0. Bocock is a 0, so on balls hit to ground balls hit back to the pitcher, it is a short that goes to the shortstop as the pivot. So we'll take 1d6 rolled against the ground double play rating. That becomes a 2. That is a 1. That is in range. So remember, if the roll is less than or equal to the ground double play rating, it becomes a double play. So in this case, it is a double play. It is a 1-6-3 double play. And with that, so no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Reds will leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the third. Randy Wynn, John Brokaw, and Jose Castro due up for the Giants. Randy Wynn is 1 for 1 with an RBI, and here's the pitch. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 9. The 18 is too high. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2, ground ball up the middle. Valquez will make the catch there. And that'll put 1 away. John Brokaw, 0 for 1, and the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Infield at normal depth. 2-6, column 2, row 6. Possible error on a ground ball. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3, double star 2. It's a ground ball to Votto. Now, Votto's error range, remember, that is the number in the bracket, is on a 1 to 6. That is a 4. Votto will make an error on the play, so it's an E3, and it's a 1-base error. So with that, Broco will get on with by error by Joey. So 1 out, runner on first. Strategy roll is a 19. That's going to bring up Jose Castro. He is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play depth. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-2. Column 6, row 2. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 10. The 11 outside of the range. Just a 1-3, column 1, row 3, double star 6. Fly ball back there to Hairston. Hairston will make the catch. And that puts 2 away. Steve Holm up. Holm is 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 5. And the pitch. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. Strikeout plus. Now, strikeout plus is the same as a walk plus, where we add 10 to the strikeout range. So that makes it a 1 to 19. That is a 12. Struck him out looking. So mark that one down as a backwards K. No runs, no hits, and 1 error, and the Giants will leave 1 stranded. After 3, it's Giants 1, Reds nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. Jeff Kippinger, Brandon Phillips, and Edwin Encarnacion do up for the Reds. Jeff Kippinger batting it. He is 0 for 1 today, and the pitch. Kippinger 5-4, column 5, row 4. That is a walk. On a 1 to 8, that is a 10. It's outside of the range. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That's going to be good for a double into center field. So Kippinger will get on with a double out there to center field to win. And with that, Brandon Phillips will be up. So 1 out, no outs, runner on second. Strategy roll is a 12. Brandon Phillips is 0 for 1, infield at normal depth. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. Home run on a 1 to 18. That is a 7. And that ball is out of here. 2-run home run by Brandon Phillips. It's down the left field side. Lewis goes back. He's running back to the wall, but that ball is into the stands. See you later. And the Reds take a 1-run lead off of a 2-run home run by Brandon Phillips. And that is Phillips' 4th home run of the replay. And it gives the Reds a 1-run lead here in the top of the 4th. Edwin Encarnacion 0 for 1. No outs, nobody on. Infield at normal depth. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is a walk plus. On a 1 to 26, that is an 8, and that'd be good for a walk. So Encarnacion will get on by a walk with a full count, and that'll bring up Joey Votto. Votto is 0 for 1. Strategy roll is an 18. Infield is at double play depth. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 10. The 15 is too high. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. It's a base hit past second base. So Velez it'll go past Velez. Encarnacion will go to second. The stump saying goes up. He'd go from first to third on a 3 through 6. He's got a base run rating of a 2. He'll hold. Ryan Friel is 0 for 1 today. Strategy rolls a 14. Reds holding off. Infield at double play depth. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-4, column 4, row 4. Possible error on a ground ball. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5-3, column 5, row 3. Double start 2, it's a fly ball back there. Lewis goes back, makes the catch. And that'll be out number 1. We'll check to see if Encarnacion will advance to third. We subtract 2 from the base run rating. We take a 1d6 rolled against the base run rating of Encarnacion. That is a 0. The 5 is high. And the rule says if 1d6 is less than or equal to the ABR, the adjusted base run rating, the runner advances to third. Otherwise, he'll hold. In this case, Encarnacion will hold at second. Paul Balco is up. Balco is 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 15, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 16. That is a 10. Struck him out. And that'll be 2 away. And here comes Edison Valquez. He is 1 for 1 today. Strategy roll is a 6. And here is the pitch. Infield normal depth. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. Double question mark, single on a 1 to 5. The 19 is too high. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2. It's a pop-up to the shortstop. Bocock sees it. Zito will point for it. And that will retire the side as it goes plop into his glove. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors, and the Reds will leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Brian Bocock, Barry Zito, and Fred Lewis due up for the Giants. Brian Bocock 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. And the pitch. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 18. The 19 is too high. And that'll be a 4-4. Column 4, row 4, double star of 5. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Patterson. Patterson goes back, makes the catch, and that puts 1 away. Barry Zito is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. Zito, 5-4, column 5, row 4, at the ballpark. We're going to go to AT&T Park, and that's going to be a 3-6. Column 3, row 6. It's a ground ball down the first baseline to Votto. Votto will make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and we go to the top of the order. Fred Lewis, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And here's the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. It's a walk plus on a 1 to 20. That is a 6, and that's going to be good for a walk. So Lewis will trot on down to first, and that's going to bring up Eugenio Valles. It's his second walk allowed in the game. Eugenio Valles is 0 for 2. Strategy is 1 for 2, sorry. Strategy roll is a 16. The infield at normal depth, and the pitch. Pitch, and that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4, at the ballpark. We're going to go to AT&T Park, and that's going to be a 1-1, column 1, row 1. That is a blank. Now, a blank off of the ballpark card does result in a rare play. There are 3 blanks on every ballpark card. If your result is one of the 3 blanks, we're going to resolve it on the rare play chart. What's the rare play today? And possible catcher's interference resolved by checking the error rate for the catcher. If error, interference on the catcher, batter gets first base. No catcher interference, re-roll for the bat. So with that, it tells us to re-roll, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to re-roll it, and that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. Double question mark, single on a 1 to 2, the 15 is too high. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3, ground ball up the middle to Valquez. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and the Giants will leave one stranded. After 4, it's Reds 2, Giants 1. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Jerry Hairston, Corey Patterson, and Jeff Kippinger due up for the Reds. Jerry Hairston is 0 for 1 with a walk, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 7. The 18 is too high. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, to Bocock. Split results off of the batter card. It's the same thing as we resolve splits off of the pitcher card. We'll look to see if the pitcher is left or right-handed. In this case, Barry is a left-handed pitcher, so off of the batter card, we'll look to the left-handed side of the slash, and that becomes a ground ball to the shortstop. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Corey Patterson. Patterson is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And the pitch, and that's going to be a 1-5, be a 5-1. Column 5, row 1, it's a wild pitch. So nobody is on, so we're just going to roll for the batter on a wild pitch, and that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5, ground ball up the middle to Zito. He'll make the catch, throw it to Brokaw, and that'll be out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to bring up Jeff Kippinger. Kippinger is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored, and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a blank. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. And that'll be a pop-up. Brocock will get underneath it. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So the Giants retire the Reds in order, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Nate Scheralt, Randy Wynn, and John Brokaw due up for the Giants. Nate Scheralt is 1 for 2, and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 5. The 17 is too high. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. It's going to be a line drive down the third baseline, and Carcion. He'll make the catch, throw to Votto for out number 1. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Randy Wynn. Wynn is 1 for 2 with an RBI, and the pitch. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. Range play at the ball. Range play at the ballpark. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. Double star 4. Double star 4. It's a fly ball back there to Frill. His range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 2. Frill will make the catch. And with that, he's 3 for 12 on his range plays. John Brokaw, 0 for 2 today. And the pitch. Brokaw, 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's a strikeout on a 1 to 12. The 14 is too high. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, to Kippinger. Kippinger will make the catch there, throw it over to Votto, and that will retire the side. So the Reds return the favor. The Reds returned the favor and retired the Giants in order, 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on. After 5, it's Reds 2, Giants 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Brandon Phillips, Edwin Garcion, and Joey Votto due up for the Reds. Brandon Phillips, 1 for 2 with a home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. and the pitch. And that'll be a 6-5, column 6, row 5 at the ballpark. We're going to go to AT&T Park, and that's going to be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's a ground ball to home. Home will make the catch, no error check there. That is a 0. The 8 is high, so no out number 1. Edwin Encarnacion is 1 for 1 with a walk and the pitch. Encarnacion 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is a hit by pitch. So Barry will give a -4. Hit by pitch rating is an 8. The die roll is an 8. The D20 shows an 8. And Edwin Encarnacion actually gets hit by the pitch. And he'll go to first. By the way, Barry Zito can face 3 more batters before he is considered tired. Joey Votto up. Strategy roll is a 1. He's 1 for 2 today. Becomes a hit and run. Now, on a hit and run, all ground double play ratings will get a -2. Base run ratings get a +2. Home run and walk ratings for the batter are cut in half every round. Those down. Lineouts are double plays, with the exception of the error on a throw. And if the batter strikes out, we'll resolve the play as a steal. Votto 1 for 2 and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6, hit by pitch. That's a 0. The 19 is too high. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. Power hit to Lewis. On a 1-7, it's a single. 8-15, it's a double. 16-18, it's a triple. What does Votto do? He hits a single. Votto with the single, and Encarnacion will go to second. The die roll is a 6. It tells us to check the second die, and on that, all runners will hold. The stop sign goes up. So, runners on first and second with 1 out. Strategy roll is an 18. Ryan Friel is up. He is 0 for 2. Infield still at double play depth, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a strikeout. On a 1-6, the 19 is too high. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's a pop-up to Castro. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. Paul Bacco is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a die. Infield at normal depth. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a strikeout. On a 1-16, that is a 4. Struck him out. Struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and the Reds will leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Jose Castillo, Steve Holm, and Brian Bocock due up for the Giants. Jose Castillo is 0 for 2 and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is a strikeout. Plus, on a 1-20, that is an 18. Struck him out. Struck him out looking. And by the way, Edison can face 2 more batters before he is considered tired. Steve Holm, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Bullpen for the Reds starting to warm up. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2, home run on a 1-4. That is a 2, and that is a solo home run for Steve Holm. Fly ball down the left field side. Field goes back, but it's into the stands. And the Giants tie the game up on a solo home run by Steve Holm. We're tied at 2. And that's a second home run of the replay. He only hit 1 in the actual season. He hit 2 so far in this replay. So Brian Bocock is up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-1, column 1, row 1. Strikeout plus on a 1 to 28. That is a 19. Struck him out. Struck him in, and then put 2 away. Barry Zito up. Zito is 1 for 2. And the pitch. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5, strikeout. On a 1 to 10, that is a 6. Struck him out. So no runs, one run, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on for the Giants. After 6, we're tied at 2. We go to the top of the 7th. Edison Valquez, Jerry Hairston, and Corey Patterson due up for the Reds. And with that, Valquez will step up. We do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Giants. Barry is done. And they are going to bring in, let me just see, at the top of the order for them. They're going to bring in Billy Slater. Slater will come in. He comes into the game with a 2.90 ERA. No wins and no losses. He's pitched 9 1/3 of an inning, allowed 4 hits, 12 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for for Barry, he went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 3.15. Edison not going to take the hit here. And they are going to bring in Wilkin Castillo will come in to pinch hit. Castillo, nothing yet on his average. He's played in 4 games, had 1 at bat. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. It's a walk plus on a 1 to 13. The 19 is too high. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's good for a base hit to Schultz out there into right field. And with that, Castillo will get on with a base hit. We go to the top of the order. Jerry Hairston is 0 for 2 with a walk. Strategy roll is a 13. Reds holding off on strategy. And you feel that double play depth with no outs. And that'll be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 7. The 4 in range. Struck him out. Struck him out, and I put 1 away. Corey Patterson up. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Patterson going to take the hit here. He is not. Patterson going to come out. And let's see, center field. Norris Hopper. They're going to bring in. Actually, Chris Dickerson's going to come in. Dickerson's going to come in to pinch hit. Dickerson, he's played in 9 games so far, had 6 at-bats. No averages just yet. 1 run scored. Strategy roll is a 5. Reds holding off. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. Strikeout plus on a 1 to 26. That is a 14. Struck him out. I got to bring up Jeff Kippinger. Kippinger, 2 outs. Kippinger is up. He's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Strategy roll is a 9. And the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. Double star 1. It's a fly ball back there to Lewis. Lewis's range is on a 1-3. That is a 6. He won't be able to make the play in time. And with that, Castro will go over to second. The stop sign goes up. And Lewis is 4 for 8 on his range plays. Brandon Phillips, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Strategy rolls a 9. Phillips is 1 for 3 with a home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. Strategy rolls a 9. Reds holding off, and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3, home run on a 1-7. The 8 is too high. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a ground ball down the third baseline to Castro. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. It's no runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and 2 left on for the Reds. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and it's the top of the order. Fred Lewis, Eugenio Velez, and Nate Schereltz do up. And with that, they are going to bring in Billy Bay. So we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Reds. Billy Bay is going to come in, and at center field, it is going to be Chris Dickerson will take over at center field. So Dickerson will take over at center field. Kippinger will come out at shortstop. So we do have a new shortstop on the mound, and that will be Jerry Hairston. Nope. No. Yep. And no change there. Kippinger will stay out as shortstop. So Dickerson, the only change right now into center field. Top of the order, Fred Lewis, Eugenio Velez, and Nate Schereltz would be due up for the Giants. Billy Bray comes into the game with a 9.0 ERA. He's got no wins and 1 loss. He's pitched 4 innings, allowed 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Take a look at the stats here for Edison. He went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, also 1 home run, an ERA of a 4.07. Taking a look at the box score after 6.5 have been played here at AT&T Park. The Reds scored 2 runs in the 4th. It's 2 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. The Giants scored a run back in the 1st, a run in the 6th, 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Top of the order, Fred Lewis is 1 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. And the pitch. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's a strikeout plus on a 1-23. That is a 4. Struck him out. Eugenio Velez is 1 for 3, and the pitch. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a blank. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5, double star 3. It's a ground ball to Phillips. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and Nate Schereltz is up. He's 1 for 3. And the pitch. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a blank. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5. It's a line drive to Votto. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So the Reds retired the Giants in order. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on. After 7, we're still tied at 2. We go to the top of the 8th. It's going to be Aaron Encarnacion, Joey Votto, and Ryan Friel due up for the Reds. Giants have a new pitcher on the mound. So Billy Slater is done. And they are going to bring in Tyler Walker. Tyler Walker is going to come into this game. He comes into the game with a 4.29 ERA. He's got 6 1/3 of an inning allowed, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Billy Slater, he went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 2.62. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the lineup. Edwin Encarnacion, Joey Votto, and Ryan Friel due up. Encarnacion is 1 for 1 with a run scored and the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4. Column 3, row 4. Home run chance on a 1-4. The 12 is too high. And Votto 5-3. Column 5, row 3. Double star 2. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, the Bocock. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 1 away. Joey Votto 2 for 3 in the pitch. Votto 5-2, column 5, row 2. Possible error on a throw. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. It's a ground ball to Walker. His error range is a 0. And that is an 18, so there's no error there. And that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Ryan Friel is 0 for 3. Friel going to take the hit. He is going to take the hit here. And that'll be a 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's a strikeout. On a 1-8, the 18 is too high. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3, double star 5. It's a fly ball back there to Lewis. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So the Giants retire the Reds in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 8th. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Randy Wynn, John Brokaw, and Jose Castro due up for the Giants. And we have a new pitcher on the mound, Billy Bray Dunn. And they are going to go with Mike Lincoln. Actually, they're going to go with Jared Burton. Jared Burton will come in. Burton comes in the game with a 3.38 ERA. No wins and 1 loss. He does have 1 save. He's pitched 8 innings, allowed 10 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Billy Bray. He went 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 9.20. So 4, 5, and 6, it's the heart of the lineup. Randy Wynn, 1 for 3 with an RBI, and that'd be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's a wild pitch. Nobody is on, so we're going to roll for Wynn. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. On a 1-6, it's a single. 7-12, it's a double. 13-14, it's a triple. It's a 3. That's good for a base hit. So Wynn is on with a base hit. Strategy rolls a 1, infield at double play depth. That is a steal attempt for Wynn. Wynn is a switch hitter, so he's batting the left. It's going to be a -1. It's going to be an 18 or less. Actually, it's going to be a 20. And that is a 14. It is in range. And Wynn successfully steals second base. So the Giants now have a runner in scoring position. John Brokaw is 0 for 3. Is Brokaw going to take the hit? No, he is not. And they're going to bring in Dave Roberts. Roberts going to take the hit. He's batting a 192. Strategy roll is a 6. Giants holding off infield at normal depth, 1-1. Column 1, row 1, that's going to be a walk. On a 1-17, that is a 3. In range for the walk. And that'll put runners on first and second. Dave Roberts going to come out. They are going to bring in a pinch runner. and they're going to bring in Ray Durham to pinch run. So they got two good they got the two fast runners out there, Wayne and Durham on the bag. Jose Castillo is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Castillo going to take the hit? He is not. So Castillo is going to come out, and they're going to bring in Paul Sandova. Sandova is going to come in to pinch it. Strategy rolls a 1 yet again. We do have another steal attempt. It's going to be for Wynn, and this time it's a 20. So Wynn will goes to third, and the infield is playing in. Runners on the corners with no outs. Paul Savino, Sandova. So he's played in 6 games, had 4 at-bats. And here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is a blank for right now. Sandova, 4-6, column 4, row 6, double star 2. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Hairston. He'll make the catch. We will check for sacrifice. And the SF rating is a 6 on balls hit to Hairston. It's a +1. That makes it a 6. The die roll is a 3. It is in range. And with that, the Giants take a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th. 1 out, runner on first. That's going to bring up Steve Holm. Holm, 1 for 3 with a home run, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. Strategy roll 19. Giants holding off. And the pitch. Giants have a 1-run lead. It's a 6-4. Column 6, row 4, walk plus. On a 1 to 21, that is a 10, and that's going to be good for a walk. So, runners on first and second with 1 out. Brian Bocock, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Bocock gonna take the hit. Infield double play, depth 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a strikeout. On a 1 to 18, that is a 4. Struck him out! And that'll put 2 away. And Tyler Walker is up. Walker not going to take the hit here, and they're going to bring in Alfonso. Elazar Alfonso is going to come in to pinch hit. First time we're seeing him. So this is his first game. He's played in 5 games, 11 at-bats, 1 RBI, an average in the actual season of a 0.91. Jared Burton tired. And that is going to be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. It's a walk on a 0. The 13 is too high. And that is going to be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. Double star 5. It's a fly ball back there to Friel. He goes back, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and the Giants will leave 2 stranded after 8. It's Giants 3, Reds 2. We go to the top of the 9th. It's Paul Bacco, Jared Burton, and Jerry Hairston due up for the Reds. And on the mound, it's Brian Wilson who'll come in for the save. And we do have a couple changes here at first base. John Brokaw will take over at first. And at third base, it is going to be Jose Castillo will take over at third. So those are the changes there. Castillo at third. Velez on second. Actually, at second, it's going to be Ivan Ocella will take over at second. So those are the changes they're going to make to the lineup. Brian Wilson comes into the game with a 5.14 ERA. He's got 1 win and 2 losses, 3 saves, 7 innings pitched, allowed 11 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Take a look at the stats here for Tyler Walker. He went 1 inning, an ERA of a 3.70. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 innings have been played here at AT&T Park. The Reds scored 2 runs back in the 4th inning. It's 2 runs on 8 hits with 1 error with 1 error. And the Giants scored a run in the 1st, a run in the 6th, a run in the 8th. It's 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Paul Bacco is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Bacco not going to take the hit. And Jay Bruce is going to come in. Bruce comes into the game to pinch hit. He's played in 4 games, had 2 at-bats. No average just yet, and here's the pitch. Here's the pitch to Brucey, and that's going to be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. It's a strikeout plus on a 1-22. That is a 1. Struck him out! And that'd be 1 away. Jared Burton also not taking the hit here. And that's going to bring up Andy Phillips. Phillips going to pinch hit. Phillips batting a 200 right on the Mendoza line and the pitch. And that'll be a 1-6. Column 1, row 6. Strikeout plus on a 1-19. That is a 10. Struck him out. 2 up, 2 down. We go to the top of the order. Jerry Hairston, 0 for 3 with a walk, a run, with a walk and a strikeout. Hairston going to take the hit here. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6, strikeout plus on a 1-17. The 20 is too high. And that is going to be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a ground ball to Wilson. He'll get it, throw it over to Brokaw. And that's the ball game as the San Francisco Giants defeat the Cincinnati Reds 3-2, and the Reds sweep the series. Final line score coming right up. So the San Francisco Giants defeat the Cincinnati Reds with a final score of 3-2. Reds 2 runs on 8 hits with 1 error. The Giants 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Tyler Walker picks up his first win. Jared Burton will pick up his 2nd straight loss, and Brad Wilson will pick up his 4th straight save of the replay. Brandon Phillips hits his 4th home run of the replay, and Steve Holmes hits his 2nd home run of the replay. Take a look at the stats here for Tyler Walker, who gets the win. He went 1 inning, an ERA of a 3.70. Jared Burton will pick up his 2nd straight loss. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 4.0. Brian Wilson picks up his 4th save, went 1 inning, had 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 4.50. So with that, the Giants will improve to 10-16, and the Reds will drop to 10-16. So that's going to do it for us here at AT&T Park. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. Until then, I'm Yoko007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.